and this belatedly is the video for day number 213 of my Song a Day project. And the song that I'm doing is Graduation, Friends Forever by Vitamin C. And so we talked all night about the rest of our lives, where we're gonna be when we turn 25. I keep thinking times will never change, keep on thinking things will always be the same. But when we leave this year, we won't be coming back. No more hanging out 'cause we're on a different track. And if you've got something that you need to say, you better say it right now, 'cause you won't have another day. 'Cause we're moving fast and we can't slow down. These memories are playing like a film without a sound. I keep thinking of that night in June. I didn't know much of love, but it came too soon. And it was me and you, and we got real blue. Stay at home talking on the telephone. We get so excited and we get so scared, laughing at ourselves thinking life's not fair. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, and whatever, we will still be friends forever. So if we get the big jobs and we make the big money, when we look back now, will our jokes still be funny? Will we still remember all the things we learned in school? Still be trying to break every single rule? Will little brainy Bobby be a stockbroker man? Can Heather find a job that won't interfere with her tan? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. Keep on thinking it's the time to fly. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. La 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 la, yeah yeah, la 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 la. Oh, oh, la 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 la. We will still be friends forever. Will we think about tomorrow like we think about now? Can we survive it out there? Can we make it somehow? I guess I thought that this would never end, and suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will our memories fade when we leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. Keep on thinking it's a time to fly. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. That was my rendition of Graduation, Friends Forever by Vitamin C, which I tend to refer to as the graduation song, but apparently it's called Graduation and in parentheses Friends Forever. And that was the popular graduation song one year, and then a year or two later it was that Here's to the Night by Eve 6. But since then I don't really know if there's really been, graduation specific songs or songs that, people relate to for that. But then again, maybe I've not really been in tune with that because, I'm not around that age, although those two songs were prior to my year of graduation. But that one by quite a bit. But yeah, that song's by Vitamin C, who I looked up before, and I think her name is Colleen Ann Fitzpatrick. Vitamin C is kind of a cool nickname, and one that I was actually adorned with briefly when I had a sort of hair dye mishap in like 11th grade, I had gotten highlights in my hair. I might have told the story before. I got highlights in my hair over spring break in 10th grade. And like, it shows how shallow people are. The popular girls were nice to me for like a whole day because of that. Like, wow, you look so good, Kristin. But for Halloween each year, I would do like temporary black hair dye. And the following Halloween, I did that, and the hair dye reacted with the highlights, and it wouldn't come out. So I had this sort of gothic look, which didn't match my, at the time, rather cheery personality. I remember the day of my birthday party, we were trying to get the black out, and it ended up being like black with red spots, which I think is the way it was when I did that school talent show where I did the one Selena song and the group performance of Lately. Then, I'm trying to remember. No. Actually, I think it was just prior to that talent show that I tried to get the dye out further. I think. I can't remember. But I do remember my hair was weird for that. But the second stage of that was, ended up being like reddish hair with like blonde roots because like the black turned red and my hair color turned blonde. And so for a while people were calling me Vitamin C, which I think was meant insultingly, but it's not the worst nickname in the world. As my hair started to grow out, it looked really cool. It had like sort of this like wood grain sort of look to it, and it was like 3 different tones. I call my cat Timmy Two Tones, so that just made me laugh. But anyway, which is based on Tommy Two Tone. But anyway, music references within music references. But Vitamin C had at least a couple popular songs, and I tend to associate her with that movie Get Over It because she was like actually in that singing her song, I think. That was, sort of, I guess at the time, briefly popular movie around like 99, which is around the same time this song was popular. And as I mentioned in my talent show song showcase video for Over the Rainbow, this song is one that I had trouble with the lyrics on when I was trying to perform it somewhere. There was like this sort of unofficial pre-graduation celebration thing that this girl had at like her church hall or something. And a lot of the class members were there, and so I wanted to sing. I wanted to do the graduation song, but as you can probably see, there are a lot of lyrics to remember, and that and being a little nervous, being up in front of classmates is not particularly comfortable when you're like, in high school and people are so judgy. But it didn't mean I didn't want to do it, but it did not turn out incredibly well. I mixed up verses and stuff. I don't remember just how bad it ended up being, but I definitely messed up on it, and that was unpleasant. But even recording this, I started the wrong line in the second verse and had to correct myself. But there are a lot of lyrics in it. It's interesting and it flows together, but you could easily like put half of one verse with half of another verse and not really realize it. But it is an interesting song, and that the interfere with her tan line, too many syllables for a line, so it's difficult to sing. But she sort of compresses the word interfere, so it sounds like 2 syllables. But anyway, so that's a little awkward, and towards the end, when you repeat the chorus 3 times, I sort of was tempted to do the background part also. There's like this sort of soulful secondary part, like, yeah, yeah, come whatever, type thing. Like sort of a repeat thing, echoing her lines, as they have like a chorus singing the chorus on the last part. But it just seemed like it would have been too spastic if I tried to do both those parts, so I just repeated the chorus, varying it slightly in the middle. But so hopefully it didn't sound too redundant. Hopefully it sounded good. And I first thought I did not have a lot to say about the song, but then I kept thinking of more things. I guess basically one thing I realized, I was thinking, like they say the thing about where we're going to be when we turn 25. And it seemed weird because I'm older than that, but I looked up Vitamin C's age, and she would have been like 27 at the time she was doing the song, so, it was reflective. Obviously I didn't really think she was singing it when she was like 17 or 18, but, and I think she's like 42 now, but, anyway, yeah, and in the video, it's unclear at first, but then there's a scene where she sort of appears and she's watching this girl. I think she's looking back on herself then. So, it's sort of reflective. But, and it makes me a little sad, because, you know, for a long time, I really missed high school and, you know, had trouble adjusting to this day, I guess, because I'm sort of a recluse now. But, and I'm sort of bitter about it, you know, when I see, like, these videos, like, with the people, like, you know, with all their friendships and connections and stuff, because my, at the time, best friend and I sort of parted ways midway through our senior year, and I didn't really have a lot of other close friends, so I didn't really have that fond goodbye or the friends forever thing. So that particularly gets me because, you know, no, I'm not friends forever with any of the people I was friends with when I was younger, and it makes me sad, and I have tried to reconnect to some extent with my former best friend, but, you know, I guess we're just in such different places, not geographically, she lives rather close, but, that, you know, it just, isn't meant to be, I guess. And it's sort of sad because, you know, we had lots of nice memories together and stuff, and we were very close for quite a few years, but, you know, we went our separate ways, and, yeah, so when I graduated, I didn't really have any close friends. I had, like, you know, a couple of people my age I was friends with still, and I was hanging out with, like, a bunch of freshmen, and, you know, they, like, came to my graduation party and stuff, but then, you know, they were busy with school, and I was sort of just an island. But, so, yeah, that, I am a bit bitter about that when I see these things about, you know, people who are still friends with their friends, you know, and I see it in real life on Facebook and stuff all the time, too, and I'm just like, but, not the best side of my personality, I guess, but, at least I'm honest about it. But that is a really good song, and, you know, and was one of those songs that at that age was really, you know, pertinent, and, you know, now is in a different way. So it is a really good song, you know, while the lyrics seem sort of shallow at points, it is kind of deep, you know, kind of like touches on something, you know, that is, you know, an experience that a lot of people go through to some extent. But, and I was very, very involved in things in high school, so I was very, very attached to it. Even though I didn't have a lot of social connections, you know, I was like a very big fish in that small pond. And so I felt like I was most successful back then. So, you know, like in the song, it's like, we get the big jobs and we make the big money. Nope, not doing that. But, not like, there's still not hope for that necessarily, but, you know, like if I get lots more viewers and finally become famous. But, anyway, it is a really good song, and I'm not sure how good I sounded on it. Originally, it wasn't on my list, and I thought of it the other day. I mean, really, I should have done it, like, on June 25th, because that would have been 11 years since I graduated high school. Maybe I did something else related to that. I can't remember. I feel like I mentioned it at the time, but I don't know. But, anyway, I felt like it sounded a little sour at points, or just, like, not vocally great, but I felt like it picked up a bit towards the end, and I gained some confidence in it. So, I don't know. Hopefully it didn't sound bad. Hopefully it sounded good. But anyway, also, I feel the need to comment on the extreme editing backlog I've been having lately with the videos. I am still recording a video for each day, but I have not gotten through editing because they've become so long with all my rambling. But I've been taking a couple of online classes, and I've been like trying to do work for that and stuff, and I've not been so great with the juggling, so I've been like wearing myself out. And so, you know, trying to edit 18 minutes of footage is like a monumental undertaking. So, you know, I was getting close to being caught up, and then I fell behind again. So I really, as soon as I've met my next homework deadlines, of course an online class is all homework, but I've got to tackle editing videos 210 through the present. And I'm hoping to be caught up on editing within the next few days. So hopefully by the time I post this, I'll be practically caught up. I don't think I can say that I would be completely caught up because I'll already have the next video to do. But hopefully my videos will be posted up to the present before the weekend is through. So we'll see. It's very exhausting, and the longer I make these, the harder it is to get through editing them. So, as I've said many times before, I really have to work on keeping the videos shorter going forward. But anyway, I think that's all I was going to say for this one. If I remember anything else, I will put it in the comment section below. I did notice that I have my 8th grade picture up here, and it's sort of pertinent with the whole school theme. But anyway, so once again, That was my rendition of Graduation, Friends Forever by Vitamin C for day 213 of my Song a Day project. As always, thanks for listening and please check back often. I'm Kristin Star. Peace!